Title: She was rich, but loved a poor boy. My name is Sophia. I am 24 years old. People look at me and think I have a perfect life. A huge bungalow, luxury cars, expensive dresses, servants at my call, and a future already planned by my family. But the truth is, a perfect life doesn't always mean a happy heart. I was born into wealth. From childhood, I was taught how to behave, how to speak, how to sit, how to smile. But no one ever taught me how to feel. Everything in my life was perfect, but controlled. My friends were chosen, my school was chosen, even my future was decided. Love? Love was never part of the plan. That rainy evening changed everything. It was around 7 p.m. Dark clouds covered the sky, and heavy rain poured like the world was crying. My car suddenly stopped on a quiet roadside. I was irritated standing there, trying to protect myself from the rain, my phone in hand. No signal. Great, I whispered angrily. That's when I noticed a small tea stall across the road. And him. He wasn't extraordinary in appearance. Simple shirt, slightly torn sleeves, wet hair, tired eyes. But there was something about him. Peace. He walked towards me slowly. "Madam, are you okay?" he asked. I nodded slightly. My car stopped. Without asking anything else, he opened the bonnet and started checking. Rain was falling heavily, but he didn't care. Within a few minutes, the car started again. I was shocked. I took out money. "How much?" I asked. He looked at me, then smiled. That smile was different. "Not everything is about money," he said, and he walked away, just like that. I stood there, confused. For the first time, someone didn't care who I was, didn't try to impress me, didn't expect anything from me. That moment stayed with me. The next day, I went back. I told myself it was just curiosity, but deep down, I knew I wanted to see him again. He was there, serving tea, talking politely, smiling simply, like life was easy. "Your car is fine today?" he asked, recognizing me. I smiled slightly. "Yes, thanks to you." That was our first real conversation. His name was Daniel. He lived in a small house nearby with his mother and younger sister. He worked all day at the tea stall and did small repair work to earn extra money. Life wasn't easy for him, but he never complained. Days turned into weeks. Weeks turned into months. I started visiting that place every day. At first for tea, then for him. We talked about everything. Life, dreams, struggles, happiness. He told me how he had to leave his studies because of financial problems. I told him how I had everything, but still felt empty. He laughed sometimes. Strange, he said. You have everything, yet you feel nothing. With him, I started feeling again. I laughed genuinely. I smiled without thinking. I forgot I was rich. I was just Sophia. One evening we were sitting quietly after rain. The sky was clear, and a soft wind was blowing. Do you believe in love? I asked. He stayed silent for a moment. Love is dangerous, he said. Why? I asked. Because it doesn't care about reality, he replied. I looked at him. And reality? He smiled sadly. Reality always wins. I didn't understand that day, but I would later, slowly. We fell in love. No big confessions, no dramatic moments, just small things. Caring, waiting, understanding. But happiness didn't last long. One day my father found out. That night, everything changed. Who is he? My father shouted. A roadside worker? His voice filled with anger. I tried to explain. He's a good person. I don't care, he interrupted. You will forget him. But love isn't that easy. The more they tried to separate us, the stronger I felt. They fixed my engagement with a wealthy businessman's son. Everything was planned. My future decided. Again. I ran to Daniel, crying, broken. I can't live without you, I said. I'll leave everything. Money, family, everything. He looked at me, long and silently. His eyes were filled with pain, but his voice was calm. No. That one word destroyed me. What do you mean, no? I cried. I love you. He stepped closer. And I love you too, he said softly. Then why? My voice shook. Because love is not enough, Sophia, he said. You deserve a better life. I don't want a better life, I shouted. I want you. He closed his eyes for a moment. If you stay with me, you will suffer, he said. I can't give you what you're used to. I don't care, I cried again, but he shook his head. I do. That night, we broke, not because we stopped loving each other, but because we loved too much. I got engaged, then married, a life full of luxury, a life everyone dreams of. But inside, I was empty. Years passed. I learned to smile again, but it was never real. Sometimes I still visit that old road, that tea stall, but he's not there anymore. People say he left the city. No one knows where. and I still stand there sometimes, hoping maybe one day he'll come back, because some love stories don't end with happily ever after. They end with memories and unanswered questions. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like and subscribe for more emotional stories.